Horoscope for Cancer, Saturday, 25 April 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. You feel that pressure that drives you to act, Cancer. You feel that the air today is not light, but has a special density, as if the environment were loaded with electricity that hangs your skin. The universe is not asking you to hide in your shell, but is challenging you to find your center in the midst of a storm of activity. There is a vibrant tension, a necessary friction between what you want and what duty demands of you, but do not be afraid. That pressure is the engine that will force you to move from where you were stuck. That energy, which may sometimes feel like a knot in the stomach or an urgency to resolve something that has not yet happened, manifests itself very clearly in your own presence. You feel that your vitality expands, as if suddenly you have more space to breathe, but it is an expansion that demands attention. There is an expansive force, almost like a golden glow emanating from you, a sense that your body is more present, more awake. It is as if Jupiter is inflating your lungs with a new confidence, giving you a physical disposition of great power, but also a certain sensitivity to excess. You feel capable of everything, but that same ability asks you to learn how to channel your energy so you don't run out before the day is over. Bringing this energy to the professional and material terrain, prepare yourself, because the sky presents itself with a workload that might seem overwhelming. Imagine that you enter your office or sit in front of the computer, and suddenly the inbox seems to have exploded. There are messages, tasks, and responsibilities that pile up like waves of a high tide. With Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Neptune concentrated in your area of achievement, activity is frenetic. You may feel the urgency of responding to that important email, but at the same time, Saturn's discipline whispers to you that you cannot skip the steps. It is a dance between mental speed and the need for structure. You might find yourself in the middle of a virtual meeting where ideas flow with an almost electric intensity, but where there is also the need to set clear limits so that chaos does not take over your projects. In the area of your finances, the moon in your area of resources makes you very sensitive to changes. You may check your bank account and feel a bit of anxiety about unexpected spending, or maybe the excitement of getting a small deposit will make you feel a fleeting joy. But don't lose focus. Pluto's presence in your area of shared resources warns you that there are profound transformations taking place in how you manage what is yours and what is yours and what is yours. This is not a time for impulsive decisions, but to observe where power is moving in your economic agreements. You might feel the stress of a debt or financial commitment that requires your immediate attention, but remember that this is an opportunity to clean up and restructure your material bases. If we look now toward your well-being and your daily habits, heaven asks for a delicate balance. Even if you feel that expansion and vitality in your body, the energy of Sagittarius in your area of routine invites you not to fall into disorder. It is very easy that, with so much movement, you neglect your schedules or that your diet becomes erratic, looking for the fast and the easy. You might be tempted to skip a meal or ignore the signs of tiredness in your body, but the key today is integration. It is not a question of imposing military discipline, but of finding a routine that feels like an adventure. Perhaps it is time to try a new type of exercise that makes you feel free, or to organize your workspace in a way that inspires you, preventing external chaos from turning into internal chaos. If we enter the world of your emotions and your bonds, the atmosphere becomes truly electric and sometimes a little unpredictable. Your social circles, your friends, and your groups are under the influence of a powerful triad: the Sun, Venus, and Uranus in your friendship zone. It's like you suddenly get an unexpected notification on WhatsApp from someone you haven't talked to in a while, or a conversation in a group of friends takes a totally unexpected turn that leaves you speechless. There is a spark of novelty, of surprise, but also an emotional tension, since the moon in tension with Venus and Uranus can make you feel somewhat disconnected from your closest affections, or that a small touch with a friend seems to you a conflict of greater proportions. At the level of intimacy and deeper ties, the energy is intense. With Pluto operating in your shared relationships, there is no place for superficiality. You could experience a deep, almost transformative conversation with your partner or someone with whom you share an intimate life, where themes you had kept under the surface come to light. Don't run away from that intensity. It's the way the universe asks you to heal. On the other hand, in your more stable relationships or compromises, Capricorn's energy demands maturity and limits. It's not about closing your heart, it's about building structures that are safe for both of you. If you feel an emotional distance, do not interpret it as a lack of love, but as a necessary space for each one to process his own transformations. If we move towards your mental world and your spiritual growth, expansion is the central theme. Your mind is looking for horizons beyond everyday life. With Virgo's influence on your communication area, you could find immense satisfaction in organizing your ideas, cleaning your inbox, or learning a technical detail that was previously confusing to you. It's that moment of mental click where everything fits. However, at the same time, the presence of Pisces in your area of superior wisdom invites you not to get lost only in logic. There is a very strong intuition today, almost as if the dreams or small epiphanies you have as you walk down the street are giving you the pieces of a spiritual puzzle. Do not ignore those ideas that seem to emerge from nothing. They are messages of your own growth. If you feel today that you need to do a ritual to manage this intensity and find calm in the middle of the activity, I propose attention alchemy. Since the Moon and Mercury are under some pressure, we need to release the mental and emotional burden so that it does not stagnate in your body. Write on a paper everything that is irritating you today. That mail that you don't answer, that comment that bothered you, or that concern for money. Don't hold back, let your hand flow. Once you've turned everything over, visualize a very bright white light that wraps the paper, dissolving every word, every negative emotion, transforming it into pure light. Then break the paper into very small pieces, almost as if it were confetti, and throw it away, symbolizing that this burden no longer belongs to you. To finish, wash your hands with fresh water and some soap, imagining that the water takes any residue of that irritation, leaving you with clean hands and light soul. To accompany this energy and help you maintain the focus without losing serenity, I propose. The sky today is heavily charged with rapid and electrical movements, so we need an anchor of calm. For today, I propose the light blue color or a soft blue. You don't need to buy anything new. It can be a detail in your mobile case, a notebook you use for your notes, or even a quiet wallpaper. Blue will help calm the mind and soften Mercury's tension, allowing you to process information more clearly and less anxiously. Remember that the important thing is not the object itself, but the intention you put in choosing it. A small visual reminder that, even if the outside world moves quickly, you can keep your center calm. Trust your ability to navigate these waters, Cancer. Today, you will discover that even in the greatest of pressures lies the seed of your greatest transformation. Have a good day, dear Cancer. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.